Finally this evening, there is a certain healing power that can be found in animals.
It isn't a stretch for the woman you're about to meet to say a horse in Cumberland changed her life. In fact, Peggy Thyng says she found her saving grace.
If she needs to be trimmed, we'll trim her, but...
A horse barn at the Cumberland Fairgrounds is fairly quiet this time of year.
She's loving this. She's like...
In fact, Grace, a 2-year-old filly, is technically on vacation, but she took the time to show off for our cameras.
I fell in love with her from the start. It's just loving.
Peggy Thyng met Grace while volunteering at a barn near her home. She knew nothing about horses, just knew she needed a change.
I was in a really bad relationship, very abusive, just took my identity, everything from me, so I had nothing.
Peggy was estranged from her family and her 2 kids. She had lost her way, while Grace's path through life seemed to be over before it even began.
She has a club foot, which is not a good thing to really have for a horse.
Realistically, they didn't think that she would make it racing.
So Peggy, without a home of her own or a full-time job, bought Grace at a discount.
The breeders were really did the most amazing thing. I mean, really the most amazing thing. They gave her this opportunity that, I mean, just doesn't come along. You just don't see that very often. So they gave her hope, and I don't know that they realized that. So we had horses.
Christine Oman, who had connections with the barn, started working with Peggy, connecting her with trainers Gretchen and Mark Thurn. And as Grace gained confidence, so did Peggy.
I mean, anyone that had had her as a baby would have given up on her too. But you can't see inside, and her heart is huge. She wants to be a racehorse. She wants to do her job.
And in a qualifying race, Grace, more aptly known on the race course as My Saving Grace, came in 4th place and has been blazing her own trail ever since.
Right on by, My Saving Grace took it all.
You know, in the top 3 every race except 2. Grace is only one of 4 trotting fillies in the state of Maine in her class. So if she made it as a racehorse, she was going to be guaranteed a check every single week. So it was like a check every week is going to pay your bills, and it's going to give Peggy a little extra money. It's going to give her something of her own.
And while Peggy started hitting her stride again, her family started showing up at the races to cheer them on.
To see my daughter now, her light is shining. She has an internal joy that is showing, her self-esteem, her confidence, her humility. It's gotten our family back together, and we're just really thankful for that.
Grace, yeah, there you go, perfect.
Now barn visits are often a family affair, and Peggy is working more and learning more about horses and about herself every day.
I feel like Grace saved me, and this is kind of what we always do. I'm so proud, like so proud.
We will be cheering Grace on when the season kicks off again.